Hello guys and welcome to the last episode of From Tutorial Island to a Bond. In this series I made a fresh account from level 3 and I got the bond on this account, and in this episode I will go over mining, smithing, firemaking and woodcutting training in free to play and what level you should get before going to members. I will also show you a few mining money making methods. And also in the end I will do a summary what stats I have before going to members and what you maybe should have. But anyway guys, let's start this video. So to begin mining, you should do the Doric's quest. It will give you 11 mining and you can buy all the quest items from GE, so you don't need any requirements for it. After 11 mining, you can start mining clay, or if you want faster XP, you can go for copper or tin ores until 15 mining and 10 go for iron. And for me, 11 to 25 mining took around 38 minutes, and I did clay, copper and iron for this. 22 to 41 mining took me 2 hours and 18 minutes at the Remington mine. And that was 1033 iron ores, and that's 206,000 GP, which is 89,000 GP per hour, which is pretty nice considering the low requirement. And between 40 and 60 mining you should be getting around 600 ores per hour in the Remington mine, which is almost 120k GP per hour. And because iron ores are 199 GP each right now, which is very high, the GP per hour is pretty nice. But when I was doing this, it was like 120 GP each, so that's a lot lower. But I think it has something to do with the mobile coming out, that the ores go up in price. And after 60 mining you can enter the mining guild, and in there, if you're not interrupted, you can get around 800 iron ores per hour, and at the current rate it's almost 160,000 GP per hour, which is one of the best money makers in free to play, to be honest. And the XP is also pretty decent. Also at 40 mining and 40 crafting you can enter the crafting guild and you can mine gold. And I was doing this at 41 mining and I was averaging 150 gold ores per hour, which is kind of low, but the gold ores at the moment are 345 each, which results in almost 52,000 GP per hour. So it's not very good, and I would recommend you to do iron until higher level. Maybe after 60 it might be okay to mine gold, because at 40 mining the gold mining is very slow. But if you like it, you can do it. And also I did this with the Falador teleport. So I ran to the crafting guild and teleported back to Falador, which is the fastest way to bank the ores. So if you don't have 37 magic for the Falador teleport, this is even worse than what it is right now. So I would recommend you to stick to iron. So after the gold I tried how much clay can I get, because I was able to enter the 500 total world. So if you don't have 500 total, this is going to be pretty bad, because there's so many bots in every other world. But in this world I was able to do 3 inventories of clay in 7 minutes and 23 seconds. And that is 24.4 trips an hour on average, which is 658 clay an hour. And that's almost 100,000 GP per hour. And if clay is 150 GP each. So this is also very good money, but I would still stick to iron, because it's a lot more XP and also it should be more money. But anyway, do whatever you want. So next up is smithing. You can smith around 880 iron, silver and gold bars an hour at Al-Kharid. And actually smelting silver is profitable in RuneScape, and that results you in around 12,000 smithing XP an hour. And at the prices I was doing this with was 75 each for the ores and 116 each for the bars. So that is almost 36,000 GP per hour, which is pretty nice method for training smithing. I think every other smithing training method costs you money. So this is what I used to get 35 smithing for cannonballs if I ever wanted to do those in members. So I highly recommend doing silver if you want cheap smithing XP in free-to-play. So next up is woodcutting and firemaking, and in free-to-play I think you should probably train these at the same time if you want to save money. But anyway, it's quite cheap to buy the logs for firemaking. But getting 50 firemaking and 47 woodcutting by doing regular logs until 15 and then doing oaks until 30 woodcutting and then chopping willows until 47 woodcutting and 50 firemaking took me under 4 hours and 30 minutes. So it's not too bad, but it's something I think you should do in free-to-play because it is as fast in free-to-play as it is in members. And if you want, you can even continue after this because it's going to be as fast in free-to-play as in members. But I just did this for the 50 firemaking for Winter Toad, which I'm going to try if it's any good money when I use the bone. So in the end I ended at 20 attack, 33 strength and defense, and these came all from questing, and the attack is from Vampire Slayer and the strength and defense XP are from Dragon Slayer quest. If you want to see how I trained my ranged, you can check my previous episode from this series, but in short I got it to 57 at the Ogresses. And also the prayer is all from the big bones I buried from the hill giants and the ogresses. Also the magic is completely from the ogresses, and you can also see a video of that in the previous episodes. I also did a video on the crafting levels, and I really like training crafting, and it's pretty nice profit and very sustainable, so it should be always profitable. I think I did overdo it by a little, but it just happened. So for mining and smithing, mining is pretty efficient, at least until 60 mining if you're doing iron, and if you want you can even do more mining. But in members you can start doing mother load mine at 30 mining, which is very AFK, so you might want to do that. Smithing, I recommend you to get to 30 for the blast furnace. Getting beyond that is not very good. Maybe 35 smithing for the cannonballs, but if you're planning to go to members, it's not worth it to get any more smithing levels than that. So as for fishing and cooking, I think you can do fishing if you want to, and if you play like 1 hour a day on average, then I think it's good to do fishing in free-to-play. But if you have plenty of hours to play, then you can do fishing in members. Because in members you can get like 30 fishing from, I think, Slugmenace quest. So that saves you, I think, a couple of hours. And cooking you can also do, I think it's pretty much the same efficiency in free-to-play and members. I just didn't want to bother with it. Maybe I should have, because making pizzas in free-to-play is pretty good money maker also. But somehow I just didn't feel like doing it. And then the firemaking and woodcutting, I think I explained before. You shouldn't do firemaking beyond 50 because you can enter Winter Toad in the members, and that is pretty much the best XP you can get, and it's also profitable, so it's very nice. But you can train woodcutting as much as you want. But keep in mind that at 60 or 61 you can use the Dragon Axe, which will speed up your woodcutting XP in members. And the total time I spent on this account is 4 days and 11 hours, as you can see. And I made this account 79 days ago, but I was on vacation for a few weeks, so I think it's around 60 days that I played on it, so 2 months. So on average I played around 1.5 hours a day for 2 months, and I got the bond. So I think it's not that bad to get the bond on a free-to-play account, but sometimes it can be boring to do the best money makers in free-to-play, so just try to enjoy the game and you will get it eventually. So as of this moment I haven't used the bond yet, which I bought, so the next episode in this series will be like 2 to 4 weeks away, and I'm also going to change the series name to something like maintaining the bond or something. If you have good ideas, you can tell them in the comment section below. I would highly appreciate it, and I will probably do like around 6 episodes, and every episode is 1 week of the bond. So one bond will be 2 episodes, and hopefully I can maintain the bond. And I think my goal is to try to use like 1 hour a day on average for the bond, and then get extra money with other time so that I have some cash left over when I buy a bond. But anyway guys, thank you all for watching this series so far. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope it has helped you in some way. See you soon in members. Please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below what you think about this series and what you would like to see in the future. Thank you all for watching, and as always, have a great day. MrGrauman out.